3, 2, 1, let's ease into the throttle and go. We're gonna warm it up a bit. Hello there everyone, welcome to DM Car Reviews. Today we have a 2011 Hyundai Equus on our channel. This is the 5.0 liter version. I want to say a huge thank you to Loudoun and Motor Cars of Chantilly, Virginia for providing me this car. And let's get her fired up. Let's go take a look outside and go for a drive. So this car was Hyundai's answer to the German luxury brands like the Mercedes S-Class, the BMW 7 Series, Audi A8, and they decided to make a cheaper alternative but still very reliable. Very reliable, actually some would argue that it's even more reliable than the German counterparts because you got no turbo, nothing. Just a good old 5-liter V8. That is the same V8 that you will find in the Genesis 5.0. And overall, it's a very bold, interesting looking car. And let's check out the rear. So you see Mercedes inspired buttons. And for some reason, you can control the other window on the left side. You got the ashtray. So let's hop inside. So I'm 6'2", and there's just a gigantic amount of space for my legs. The seats are inclined back, but they are very comfortable. And we can actually move this seat from here. We can change the incline. Again, I don't know why. We got the heated seats. We can browse the music, do all these things. Overall, the materials have kept up pretty well throughout the age. Most of these, again, Mercedes inspired seats, a nice headliner. Again, I don't know why they made these buttons. And we can also adjust the incline of the seat here too. So we can move it up, back, whichever way we like. Now this wood looks really fake to me, like something you would find in a 2005 Sonata. And so are the door handles. This is like pure Elantra from 2005 door handles. We got the Lexicon sound system, and luckily they made the climate system here and here, so there's better circulation. The pockets. Now let's open the trunk and check that out too. So trunk and hood. So as far as the trunk, and a piece of plastic just randomly falls off. Okay. We have a pretty big trunk here. Nice size. We can put a lot of suitcases. So very nice. A lot of storage. Huh. Let's open the engine bay, and here we have the V8. Everything is concealed really nicely. I don't remember the exact power output on this car. I think it's like 429, but I gotta double check. So over the years, the materials have faded just a little bit. Like for example, here. This is how the cabin looks like. We got the massage seats, the lumbar support, perforated leather with ventilation. So hopping in here, with a lot of Hyundais, you will find that a lot of pieces squeak, and unlike a lot of German cars. So that is one thing you have to look out for. And some of them are prone to sunroof rattles too. I've noticed that a lot with the Stingers, and I think the G7, like the G70s and other cars. There's a lot of complaints about the sunroof rattle. Same mirror you'll find in any Infiniti with the compass and the home link. I feel like it just came straight out of there. Here we have ventilated seats and heated seats, sport mode, navigation, menu. So we have a good amount of features here. Automatic windows and even a sunshade for the rear passengers, which I think is a super duper nice touch. As you can see, the glove box just falls down. Here's some more storage space. I like this Equus writing here. This also feels nice. For some reason it looks much more plush than it actually is to the touch. It's not soft at all, but it looks super duper nice. Something you'd find in like a top of the line 7 Series BMW. We got the parking sensors all around us, so we can turn those on. Let's look at the rear camera. Now the quality of the backup camera is really bad. It's pretty bad. We also have a top view and then back. So don't expect any good quality on the rear view camera. It is very similar to something you'd find in a Dodge Charger quality wise. Now let's go to drive, climate. These are our climate settings. And you see how much squeaking this makes when I put my hand on it. That is one of my only concerns so far. Now let's do the wiper test, horn test. Now that is a very high-pitched horn. The pedal here feels great. It's floor mounted, just like BMW and Mercedes. And the car looks very elegant from the side when you look at it. We got a tilt telescopic steering wheel. And the ride feels great. So it's very smooth, planted. And these mirrors, they look cool, not gonna lie. At least they made the blinker sound a little bit different for this model, which is not bad. And of course, there's a lot of torque here. Very powerful engine. You can already tell off the get-go that this car can move. It glides with authority, and there's a ton of power under the pedal. Yeah, there's a lot of power here. Feels great. Oh, yes. There's a lot of power here. And this engine just sounds so good. It's got a deep growl to it. And ride-wise, I gotta say, this feels very German. So the ride here is very comparable to an S-Class, like the 2007, 2009 S-Class, very similar ride. It doesn't feel any worse. It feels just as comfy, just as planted. Wow. You don't feel the speed whatsoever. We also have our sequential mode here too, where you can manually row through the gears when you need to. But let's set up the RaceBox, head out the other way, and do our 0 to 60 test. All right, let's come out here. Good turning radius. Yeah, the power here is great. Very impressive. But let's try the massage. So this, yeah, the massage goes up and down on the lumbar, similar to the massage in the Audi S5. And the seats here are just bench-like, so they are pure benches. There's not any actual like side support or anything. You're just sitting on a flat bench. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's up to you, whatever you prefer more. I do like when a seat hugs you a little bit more. Just personally for myself, that's how I like my seats. But for those of you who just value pure comfort, I feel like that may be an even better option. And just like that, we can get up to speed. That's okay. So as you can see, the speed here is very very good. That Civic, for example, was flying very fast, and we got right up to it just instantly. All right, what's coming out here? Put on sport again and roll into the throttle. Haha. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I think this car will do really good on the 0 to 60 test. All right, let's come on up here. Let's try our first 0 to 60 here. I know it's a little bit uphill, but it would be a great baseline for us. Oh, nope, nope. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's ease into the throttle and go. We're gonna warm it up a bit. 5.69 seconds. All right. This was our first little warm up for our 0 to 60. And this time, once we come back, we're gonna do our actual 0 to 60. So speedometer accuracy is almost on point. 68 points, about 1.5 to 2 miles off on the accuracy. All right, but let's come here and do our first 0 to 60 test. All right, so let's come here. All right, so 3, 2, 1, let's go. For some reason it upshifted early and we got 5.92. But let's actually do this one more time and see if we can do any better. I'm gonna manually keep it. All right, so let's go 3, 2, 1. All right. .47, and this will be our best for today. So 5.47 seconds, 0 to 60. Not bad at all. And it actually feels way faster than 5.47 seconds. It feels like this car is just flying out of its mind. Whereas we're actually just going pretty comfortably. Well, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. And until next time.